everyone, and welcome back to Dice Commando for round 2 of tonight's Monday Night Dice Standard Tournament. On our left we have Andrew, he's playing Jin Cassian. On our right we have Chris, he is playing Ayla and Yoda. Both these guys are on Salt Flats, as Jin and Cassian are leaders, and Yoda is a leader. So we'll do the roll off. Yoda should get this one. Oh, but he does not. Jin Cassian actually takes it, so Andrew will likely take the shields, since it is the same battlefield and should be faster. Yep, so Andrew takes the shields, and we'll be playing on Chris' Salt Flats, so Chris will get us started. R2-D2. Andrew scrap heaps. So Andrew will be able to exhaust that to get a resource whenever he mills a card. R2-D2 coming in with the 1. Oh, double scrap heap open. That'll help his card economy, considering that Chris cannot DM it. Alright, Ayla in with a resource and a 2 indirect. Alright, Jin's coming in with a discard and a blank, but he'll get to look at the top 3. He'll get to put 1 card, and put them back in any order, and then mill 1 card from the top, and that'll help him get his 2 resources from Scrap Heap. He's looking at it and thinking it over, rearranging. Alright, so gets rid of the dagger, and then puts back in any order. And then, yep, 2 for Scrap Heap. Back to Chris here. Alright, Luke's training. Oh, Luke training at Neiman. And go to the special. Alright, so remember the Ayla special is turn 1 of your dice to any side, turn opponent's die to any side. 2 for the A300 down on Cassian. That is a redeploy gun. Chris is in pretty good shape here. Tosses the 2 indirect across the board. Andrew puts 1 on to each. Cassian coming in. 1 gun, a discard, and a disrupt. So reroll for sure. Except he'll have to get his damage off the table with Ayla sitting there. Chris is activating Yoda, but pauses. Alright, rolls pretty well. Alright, Andrew drops to seize the day to reroll. Does leave the Cassian discard out there. There's some guns, but of course only 1 black side. Yep, so here comes Ayla to make that go away, which is a great play. Oh, so he goes to the R2 special, so he'll turn a die to any side and draw a card. Then he goes to Neiman. Yep, and he'll use that defensively, and he'll blank and blank. Yep. Alright, Andrew will drop to reroll. Leaves the discard out there. Blank, a discard, and a 2 gun. Alright, 4 into Jin. Jin sure is a frustrating opponent, but usually Cassian needs to be the first target. Alright, so 4 into Yoda. And we do see, I think, 3 cards in Chris's hand. Oh, it should be 1, so he has 1, 2, 3 out there, because one of those discards was Andrew. Alright, so Andrew will discard 2, and then will he indirect or mill? So it gets an Obi Saber and defensive stance, and then he wants the mill, because he'd put him back so he knows what's there, so he wanted to get rid of the Luke's training. Okay. Alright, so I think Chris is the winner here. Andrew getting the economy boost with Scrap Heap is pretty massive for him. Chris is in a rough spot because Andrew's playing a kill version of this deck, which you can tell because of the conscripts and the guns, but he still has to count his cards from a mill standpoint to not end up with 0 cards left in deck, especially because blue tends to go through its cards a little faster. So Ayla comes out with a 2 indirect and a Ayla special, which is great. So Andrew leads with Cassian, gets a resource. Yeah, and the gun. Yeah, I was going to say, there we go. And a 2 gun and a blank. Wouldn't surprise me if Andrew takes the resource. Okay, so deflecting slash, so he'll activate a blue character and move the die showing damage. Alright, not a great roll, but again, with the Ayla special out there, you can Ayla into Neiman and do all sorts of blanking and or flipping. Oh, entangle for 2. Takes Ayla and probably Neiman. Yep. So he was willing to trade the indirect and the melee out there for being able to do what he wants this turn, not having to worry about the flips. Alright, R2 out. 1 melee again. Yep. Andrew takes the dollar and mills. Yeah, so he can get his $2. Yep. Dollars to donuts, Andrew has a gen pistol here. That's why he's keen on the 3. Alright, R2 down. He'll reroll everything. Yep, everything. Not a great roll. Man, R2's all about that melee today. Yep, there it is. There's the gen pistol. Gen pistol on gen is amazing. If it doesn't roll well, you get a reroll. If it does roll well, you get to chuck a card. It's fantastic. And Chris is in a rough spot where he's got to keep, although we do see conflicted, he could do that, but he's in a rough spot where he has to keep discarding to reroll. Okay, so he's going to conflicted. He hits damage, which he does not, but he'll get 2 shields out of it. He can put him on either, so he goes to Yoda. Alright. Alright, here comes Jin. So Andrew has several triggers here. So he'll look at the top 3, put them in any order, and get rid of one of them. Oh, gets the Neiman, and then he's not rerolling, so he'll mill, and then rerolls Jin into the discard. So no base sides to pair with those modifiers. All right, there's a focus to a 3 and probably the 2. No, it goes the special. Again, wants to use a defensive. So do note that if he does that before he resolves, he actually has to flip his own die. All right, pitch to reroll for nothing. All right, there's 4 more into Gen. Oh, maybe not. Right, yeah, so he's taking it back. Still Chris's action here. Oh, so he is going to Yoda, or Ayla, to... Okay, so once blank casting instead. Oh, and then he flips his own die to the special so he can get a card. And then he has to flip. R2 might be a May. Alright, so pitch to reroll there. Discard, discard, discard. And just going for guns, but... Right, there's 3 into Gen. Andrew has 1 card left. Alright, yep, just discards the 3. That'll dump his hand and then 1 more. Yeah, at this point it looks like Andrew's on the mill plan. Had to pivot. Which isn't the worst thing to do against Blue Hero. Alright, he does discard to reroll. Gets 2 more, takes the shields off. Alright, so Chris was able to claim, has battlefield control. So Andrew will have to work to keep the... If he's shifting to mill, he's still going to have to work to keep the shields off of Yoda. Because that's when things start getting real ugly. The come ones and Ataru strikes can make characters evaporate into mist very quickly. Yep, Chris is doing his card count. I think Andrew's definitely shifting the mill strategy here. Alright, there's Ayla. Man, that's what she got last time. Alright, so leads with Jen. All sorts of triggers here. Alright, so he'll definitely mill 2 because he won't reroll that blaster. So the top 3. Gets rid of an Ataru for sure, yep. Alright, puts him back and then... Yeah, so mill for the blaster. He'll reroll both the Jin die. And then should scrap heap. Yep, there we go. So he'll gain 2 for scrap heap. He has all the money Jin Cassian ever wants at this point. Alright, R2 out. It's the melee again. Alright, 2 for A300. So it's highly likely Jin goes down this round, right? Okay, Jedi Saber, that'll give Yoda 2 shields, plus another die. Alright, Cassian out. There are some guns. That'll make Chris have to respawn. Alright, so there's a turn, goes to the special, and then blank, and then turn. Yep, and then blank. Not bad. Alright, so Andrew drops to reroll. Oh, has to lose an instigate to do it. Alright, looking for guns here. There's, it's still only one black side. Alright, yep. Salt flats to blank. Andrew will drop to reroll again. Looking for guns. There's another black side. Chris has got to be getting out of control at this point. It's mill by default here, right? Alright, motive's the 300 for guns. It's a blank. Andrew's probably dropping a reroll again. Yep, drops his flee the scene, which he probably did not want to do, but man, so close to be able to shoot big, just not hitting it. But he did get his black side there. Actually, that's 6. Alright, Yoda out. Does he have all of his dice? He does. Okay, it's 4 dice. That's a pretty good roll. I'd say Jin's going down here, so he'll shoot. There's 6. Alright, Yoda is only 4 away. But it's not going to happen this round for sure. And Jin is likely toast. Although, actually, Jin... Yeah, alright, there's the Yoda 3 and then the +2, I would assume. Oh, no, blanks the 3 indirect. Alright, Andrew will have to chuck the Oh, doesn't he? Picks. Oh, that's a big... That's probably game, actually. Yeah, Chris knew better than that. Should have resolved first. But it happens. Alright, there's a flip to the 1, and he gets to draw. Alright, discard. It's Obi Saber. Yeah, they're doing the card count. He's deciding to do the indirect to the mill, but yeah, he's just going to stick with the mill. Put the pressure on from both angles this point. It's a little less efficient. Alright, so Jin is at 3 hit points remaining. Chris is still going to be able to outclaim here. Alright, Andrew will take the resource and mill. So that will, I think, put Chris with... Oh, he has 1 left in deck, it looks like. And Jin's going to be able to get it. That's actually big that there's a card left in deck, because that'll give Andrew extra resources. Not that he necessarily needs it here, but... Alright, let's see what Chris can do here. Only needs to find 3 to drop Jin. Andrew's going to roll in either way. Oh, there's only 2. Yep, Andrew will definitely roll in Jin now. Roll in Jin and get rid of it. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's a good way to do it. So he'll instigate and bring in Jin. So there's all sorts of triggers. Yep. So he'll just get rid of that. He'll scrap heap, and then he'll roll in Jin and gets the triggers there. And we'll re-roll the Jin die. He'll leave everything else. All right, gets the 2. Oh, that's actually enough to kill Yoda. Yep, that's a good roll. So that's a dead Yoda. Yep. Game likely over here. He's going to be able to put the 3 into Ayla as well, because she won't go down here. All right, Ayla in. 1. There's 3 across the board. R2. Resource. Plenty of money. Andrew should drop an upgrade here if he has one. Yep, 2 for the DX. So Cassian can kill here. All right, there's a drop to re-roll. Can't roll the 1. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's not bad. Well, no card to draw, but at least you can flip a die. All right, Cassian coming out. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's actually 5, 6 with the indirect. Counting the discard as an indirect, I mean. So it looks like he's going to use Ayla defensive, so he'll blank the Cassian 2, and then flip one of his die to any side. Goes to the 2, I would assume. Yep, goes the 2. Then he leaves it. Okay, makes sense, just in case Ayla gets messed with. Right, does 2. There's 2 into Jin. All Andrew has to do really here is probably should discard first. Alright, so he's just going to discard. He'll reroll the lot. There is 4. No, Steadfast to kill Jin. He has to choose which one to pop up, so he does go with the DX. Which leaves all the dice on the table. Was able to get Jin down, though. Yeah, there's the heal. All right, so there's 4, and then an indirect, so a total of 5. Puts her 1 away. So Chris has to unfortunately keep, if he has no control, he has to keep passing. Yep, takes the resource. His only out is Salt Flats to blank Cassian. Oh, just pacifies it. But there's no way he gets through this next round. Because he's out of cards too, right? I think he has 1 or 2 cards in hand. You saw them tapping the scrap heaps there, saying they were dead because there's no cards in deck, so. Alright, so Chris has, or no, sorry, Andrew has battle. Yeah. Either way, Andrews needs to roll in and threaten anything on Cassian, right? All right, yeah, and he won't re-roll the Jin die because that's the 3. So, yep. All right, that will do it. Andrew takes it down with Jin Cassian. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.
Hey guys, this is Braven. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go Commando.